Alrighty, welcome to day 17. Today we're going to talk about asking better questions and getting better answers. So undoubtedly you have started playing around with your milestones and you have some actionable steps to take. And today I want to encourage you to ask a really simple question that's been very powerful for me in everything that I've done insofar as setting stuff in the future. And I used to get really discouraged thinking, well, I can't do that. That's really big, or I don't know how to do that. And I started to ask this question instead. The question is, what would it take? What would it take for me to reach that milestone, that next rung in my character development? What would it take in order for me to get just that little step closer to the thing that I want? And if what it would take is something that is beyond me, I just let it go. And then I think, well, what would it take that I could actually do, that I could work on? So, for example, when I wanted a Tesla, I thought, well, I need to figure out how to come up with like $4,000 a month so I can lease one of those. But then I thought, well, I don't exactly know how to do that right now, so how about if I just go down to the dealership and drive one? What would it take? What would it take to get me behind the wheel of one? Because I wasn't sure if I even wanted to own one. I wanted to drive one. Well, that was easy. I just go down to the dealership and do it. So ask yourself, what would it take to achieve my next milestone? When I was looking at my website, I thought, oh, my website, it looks like MySpace from 1999. It sucks. I can't stand it. It looks like these fonts were picked by a teenager. So instead of just being unhappy and thinking, well, I don't know anything about web development, and I don't know anything about building a website, and it's going to take me forever to learn WordPress, instead I thought, well, what would it take for me to have a website that I'm proud to send people to? And that's when I started to break it down into really small, really actionable items. I thought, well, you know what? My header logo looks kind of crappy. I'm going to ask my wife to make me another one because she's an artist and she's really good at that stuff. And so she did. And it was no stress whatsoever for me. It was very, very easy. Give up the belief that achieving your dreams needs to be hard just because you've never done it before. There are lots of things that you've never done before that are actually really easy. There are lots of things that you've never tried before that you're going to be really good at. You just don't know it yet because you haven't tried them yet. I encourage you to adopt an attitude of ease. Everything is easy. If you believe that everything is easy, you'll find that it's a lot easier to move forward on the things that you want to move forward on because you're not tripping yourself up believing that you can't do them. Just ask, what would it take? And then wait for the answer, because the answer is going to come from your subconscious. It's not going to come from doing math or by really furiously working hard at it. Just ask what it would take. What would it take to get the thing that I want? All right? So apply this question to the milestones that you talked about yesterday and answer in the comments. What would it take to have the thing that you decided that you wanted? And it doesn't matter if it's something that you think you can do or it's something that you think is completely, totally, utterly impossible. Just ask the question. It's going to have some really cool results. Talk to you guys tomorrow.